Hi, I'm Terry Taylor from Interior Design Business Academy. And today, since we have separated our design services from our purchasing part of our business, and we've got those totally separated into two different categories, or income streams would be a good way to look at it, I want to talk a little bit about purchasing. The first thing I want to say in the purchasing category is that you can't sell product for what you buy it for. You've got to have some kind of a markup margin in there. It's got to be more. Now, a lot of people like to sell and product for what they're paying for it, essentially share their discount with their client. While this seems nice and kind of sweet kind of thing, it's not a business model that's sustainable. It won't carry you through. Quite frankly, you're setting up a charity for rich people, and you're never going to be able to grow your business if you're doing this. So you need to let go of that piece. Now, number two is that there's a lot of product liability when you're buying stuff for people. And it's not to be scary. I don't want to be scary about this, but you want to be clear that you understand where you stand. Because when you sell something to someone, they see it coming from you, and you rely on your vendor, right? So if something goes wrong with that product, you're going to go back to your vendor, and hopefully the vendor takes care of it, right? Well, in most cases, yes, but not in all cases. Okay, I will cite an example in my business where I am still refinishing a couple of little white lacquer bunching tables because the joints crack. About every 2 or 3 years, we go back in and touch those things up so that they look good. And the reason why I do it is because the client is my good client. She gave me a hospitality job. Okay, so I'm going to take care of her no matter what. I think of that work that I'm doing, fixing those tables over and over again, kind of like marketing. It's marketing. It's taking care of something that needs to be taken care of. Now, I bought those tables from a very reputable American furniture company. They were expensive, and they're not backing me up at all. They just took them out of their line and said they didn't want to mess with them anymore, and too bad. Okay, so I need to charge enough on my product so that I have some savings so that I can take care of stuff like this when it comes up. And I can take care of it without it hurting me or hurting my cash flow, or, I don't have to lose a paycheck or something like that. I've got a little savings account set aside of that money, a part of that markup that I've charged on every piece of furniture and drapery or whatever it is that went through my business is stashed over there to take care of that piece. And that's really important for us. And you do need to know that purchasing is not an interior design function. Now, I know that sounds weird because when you're starting out, you're doing everything and you're wearing every hat, right? But this is not a hat that you really need or should be wearing, and you want to get out of it as soon as possible, because actually all the interior design has been done. You've already specified, found, designed, priced, detailed, all of that is done. Okay, all that needs to happen now is the purchase orders issued, and it's not all, it's actually quite a bit. The purchase orders issued, they have to be tracked, the shipping has to be set up, the freight problems have to be resolved, the installation set up. There's a whole series of things there. But you need to know that that series of things is actually an administrative job. It's not a design job. Okay, so the sooner that you can move that off your plate onto an admin and have somebody else do that for you, the better. Admins are easy to hire. They're generally not design assistants. They're people who like computers. They like tracking this stuff. They like doing this sort of thing. You can hire them for just a few hours a week or a month, whatever it is you need to get all this tracking done and all these pieces done. But the reality is that a good admin costs $30 or $40 an hour, and you cost $150. Do the math. Okay? So the sooner you can get there, the better. Until next time, design something beautiful. Get paid what you're worth. Bye now.